Hello folks, and welcome to what you can probably already tell from my surroundings is it's going to be something a bit different. This is my lounge and this is a Jenny. Say hello.
Hello.
Jen, what would you say is normally your level of interest in miniature war games?
None.
So, it's kind of interesting that Jen is someone who, she's painted a few miniatures, quite likes painting miniatures, but, doesn't do it regularly, never plays war games. But this is something that we've kind of bonded over, found a mutual affection for. This is Aristeia, which is Corvus Belli's competitive board game. And it aims to simulate those kind of MOBA, for those who don't know what that is, massively online battle arena. Basically games that pit champions against each other in either strategic or first-person shooting-based combat. And it kind of tries to emulate that, which is weird because neither of us are interested in those kind of video games either. But something about this game has been really magical for us, and we've both really gotten into it. So we're going to attempt to do something that I've never tried to do on the channel before. I have no idea how it's going to go. It might be a bit wonky, it might be amazing, but we're going to try and bring you an Aristeia battle report. We're going to be drafting teams and we're going to play the King of the Hill scenario from the Aristeia app. So if you download the Aristeia app, you'll be able to see the scenario rules, or I believe you can also find it on aristeiathegame.com. I think that's the website for it. Either way, we're going to go to a down cam now, we're going to draft some teams, and you're probably going to kick my ass again?
Correct.
She's beat me every game we've played so far. Okay, so here you can see us drafting our teams. I chose Maximus, followed by Mushashi, Bixie, and Wild Bill. Jen went with Prism, Parvati, 8-Ball, and Major Luna. So some of her favourites there. It's going to be pretty good fun. We're just about ready to start the battle now. Right, so first things first for this scenario is we have to decide the underdog because we have to know who deploys first. So total of your initiatives for your characters?
I have in total 19.
To my 21, so orange team starts off as the underdog. So yeah, mine's 21, so we need to choose, you need to choose who deploys a model first, me or you. My 3 deployment zones are 2, 1 and 6. Yours are 5, 4 and 3.
Okay, you can go first.
So you want me to place the first model?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do the predictable thing and place Maximus. You're allowed to place 1 square outside of your deployment zone. Also, just quickly before Jen places any models, scoring in this is really simple. That's why we're doing it for this battle report. You score 3 points if you have more models in the center at the end of the round. You score 1 point if you have the same number of models in the center at the end of the round. And you score 1 point for every enemy model from the center who you kill while they're in the center. So, and it's first to 8 or 5 rounds. And whoever has the highest score at the end of 5 rounds wins, or whoever hits 8 points first wins. If you're tied at the end of the game, it's on kills. So you do also have to track kills. So yeah, my first deployment, I'll place Max just here.
Okay, I will go with my newbie, Prism, a very similar position.
I'm going to get some ranged support on the go, I think. Let's have a bit of Wild Bill, put him in cover.
I feel like this zone is quite blocked out compared to some of the others.
It's pretty well protected.
So I think what I'll probably do is put, my Parvati here.
Keep us safe in the corner, I like it. I'm going to put Mushashi up with Max.
I'm going to put my big guy close by.
Okay. And then this is the new one for me, Bixie. Let's pop Bixie on this square so she's got some cover.
And then that leaves me with Major Luna, which I'm going to go front and centre.
Major Luna is the one we're all scared of. Okay, so that's deployment done. And then the next thing we need to do is decide our running order for turn 1. This is done in secret, so these cards are blank on the back, but they've got the characters with their initiative values on the front. And the idea is that you decide your running order in secret, and you place down which model you want to act first, second, third, and fourth. So, and again, in the event of a tie, the underdog is the person who chooses which way that goes. So at the moment, Jen is the underdog. This does change over the course of the game, but Jen is currently the underdog. So that means that if we're tied for initiative, she'll choose who goes first. Okay, is that running orders decided?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so we're at the top of turn 1. And then let's flip over our first card and see who first activation is.
Oh.
Okay, big boys first. So I'm activating with Maximus first, and Jen's activating with 8-Ball. And this is exactly what we were talking about, where we're drawn for initiative here. Max is initiative 4, 8-Ball is also initiative 4. And so that means Jen gets to decide whether I act first or she acts first.
You can go first.
Okay. So Max has 5 action points. Most of the characters in the game have 5 action points. Bixie is a bit of a weird one because she has ways of kind of messing with that a bit, so she has fewer action points. But for now, Maximus is playing with 5. It costs 2 to do a move, and he moves 3 squares, or 3 hexes. So I'll start off with a move of 1, 2, 3. And then I will spend another move for 1, 2, 3. That leaves me with 1 action point. I don't have any abilities that I can currently use that only cost 1 action point. So that's Max's turn done, and I pass to Jen. Yeah, 8-Ball's a bit of an interesting character. He's kind of an all-rounder. He's got some movement skills that involve displacing, which is like a 1 square movement that you can make in any direction. So he's got a bit of extra movement. He's fairly defensive, but not amazingly so. He's fairly offensive, but not amazingly so. He's got very good health at 5, one of the better health scores in the game, and he moves reasonably well at 4. So 8-Ball he's an interesting counter to Maximus because he's an all-rounder, whereas Maximus is very much a focused defensive character.
So I'm gonna move first, which
4 squares for him.
Moves 4 and it costs me 2.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okie doke.
And then because I am within range of Maximus, I'm going to attempt to
eat my Fajing,
which, yeah.
So it's an attack that costs 2 action points, which means that it can do damage because it's an attack. So you'll be attacking with a blue die and an orange die as indicated on the card. And then I will be defending, because we're using Maximus here, I will be defending on green, blue, and I get an automatic shield to add to my rolls. So I've got an automatic shield as well. Something we just realised as well, which was why there's a brief cut there, is we forgot to draw our opening tactics hands. So we each need to draw 4 cards from this deck, and these will be our tactics currently. At the end of every round, you draw an extra tactic, and if you won that round, you also draw an extra tactic beyond that. So you're attempting to eat my Fajing. So you are attacking on blue, orange, and I am defending on blue, green with an extra free shield. Okay, so triple shield for me. All right, no damage for you, that's fine. And I can't do any switches just with triple shield.
But I can do one of 2 things. I can either use a shield and an exclamation mark to displace myself, which means I can move forward or back or move a square, isn't it?
That's right, 1 square.
Or I've also got the option of displacing the target.
Yep, so switches are random little extra effects that you can add to attacks. Some of them, if they're written here, you can do at any time you roll a die. Some of them you can only do as part of another move, in which case they'll be written underneath the move. So because she did Eat My Fa Jing, although she failed to do any damage with the attack, she can displace me and push me out of the scoring zone, which I suspect is what she's going to do.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to displace you.
Where are you putting me? Well, you can move me one square, so you can bring me
to-
closer or further.
I'm going to move you this way.
Okay.
Do you want to discuss reasons behind things as we go?
I mean, what are you thinking?
So, thought process being that I'm sort of keeping you blocked to move.
You're limiting where I can move my other models.
I'm limiting who can get to where within the spaces because you've only got 2 entrance points now.
Mm-hmm.
And also more in the way of obstructions for Wild Bill in terms of who he can shoot at.
I like it. So you've only got 1 action point left, so there isn't anything you can do with 1 action point.
No.
So I guess we go to character number 2. Mine is Bixie.
Mine is Prism.
Okay,
we're both playing our newbies.
Both trying our new characters. Do you want to move Prism up to here so that we've got her on camera? Okay.
Oh, I've got a higher...
5 versus 6, yep. You are faster than me, so you go first again here.
Do I go first or do I choose who goes first?
I believe you choose.
It's very much winging it with this one because we've never played Prism before. I'm going to go first, I think.
Okay. The Dazzling Girl. She's the girl whose attacks cause the dazzled state. She's pretty cool.
Look, she's pretty cool.
Covered in little red crystals. Little peachy bum, classic Corvus Belli. Everyone's got a peachy bum in Corvus Belli.
You'll probably not be able to see that unless you decide to zoom in at some point.
I'll bring a picture up over the... show everyone Prism's peachy bum.
So, I can move 4 spaces.
Yes.
There's also... I also can't attack unless I'm very close to...
She is a very close range character, yeah, but her attack is very good. It attacks on orange, blue, yellow.
So, I think I'm going to move twice. I can move 4 spaces. So I think my tactic here is to just go front and centre, I think. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, that'll do me. Slap bang in the middle.
She's probably your most defensive character. She's 4 HP and she's got 3 dice for defense. So, I mean, she's probably your best bet for someone to stick in the middle and hope she's still there at the end of the turn. So it's my turn and my activation is Bixie. Now she's an interesting character because she's pretty fragile, but she's got a lot in the way of movement skills. One of her best movement skills is her attack, Celestial Wind. But I think the person that I'd want to attack, which is Prism, I think is going to be out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, she's in range. So I think the first thing Bixie's going to attempt to do then is attack with Celestial Wind. I'm going to play this tactic card, Benediction of Giron. And that says I can displace myself and gain 1 action point. So she would normally only have 1 left after doing this attack because the attack costs 2. But she gets to displace herself and she's now got 2 action points left. Then she's going to do Celestial Wind. So Celestial Wind will be attacking on orange, blue, yellow, which is there. And Prism defends on green, yellow, yellow. She has got good defense. What I'm really looking for is star exclamation mark. All right, we got some dice here. Ooh, that's quite a roll. So I rolled 4 stars and 4 exclamation marks and a shield. Which is quite a lot.
Now I've got a shield, which will...
I'll cancel 1 of my stars.
Cancel 1 star. I also have the ability of, if I have 2 exclamation marks, I can nullify one of your stars.
Yep, within range 1 to 5, which we
are,
now
because
are because I displaced forward. Yeah, good.
So that means I would only take 2 damage.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to trade Star Shield, which I have. Exclamation Shield I'm going to trade to move here. And I'm going to deal 2 damage. Right, so I've still got 2 action points left because I gained 1 there. I have the option here. I've got a few different options. Okay, so I think what I'm going to try and do, I've got 2 action points left to spend. I think what I'm going to try and do is mark Kung Fu Panda because chances are I'm going to need to shoot him with Wild Bill, and he's currently in cover. So if I can put the marked action on him, I can actually take a black die off of him when I inevitably have to shoot him. I roll orange-yellow here, and I'm looking for a star. This is an action, not an attack, so she doesn't defend against it. The die that was off the table, I'll re-roll. Okay.
Oh yeah, you would.
Yeah, so we passed. So Kung Fu Panda gets the marked state. His name is 8-Ball. I should really call him 8-Ball, but Kung Fu Panda is, you know, it's definitely what he's based on. Tokens in Aristeia, for those of you that aren't familiar, when they are placed on, they start in a face-up state, and then the next turn they flip face down, and then the next turn they disappear. And so any state that you receive lasts for 2 turns, but some states you can receive multiple tokens of, whereas others you can't. So in this case, 8-Ball receives the marked state, and that means now that 8-Ball doesn't gain the benefits of cover until that marked state is gone in 2 turns' time. Number 3, Musashi for me.
Parvati.
Okay, so this is probably the only time in the game that I'm going to get to go before Parvati. She has lots of abilities that increase her initiative, and she's only initiative 4 on the first turn of the game, but pretty much for the rest of the game after that, as soon as she starts rolling dice, it's almost a guarantee, isn't it, that her initiative starts to go up. That's one of the reasons you really like her, I guess. Musashi is currently faster, which means he does go first. I'm going to begin my turn by playing Catch Your Breath to draw 2 tactics cards. Then, going to play Stick to the Plan, which lets me search my deck for a tactic card, put it into my hand, shuffle my deck, and then we both draw a tactics card. The card that I'm searching for is Kaze-Do, and then we both draw an extra tactic. I'm then going to play Kaze-Do. So Musashi gains 3 extra movement. That takes him to movement 8 this turn. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, actually, I'm just going to tuck in here. For my final thing, I'm going to use Ken no Sen. So I'm going to attempt to chop Prism up. Ken no Sen is a really powerful attack, especially because it has a switch on it that says you can spend shield double exclamation mark to attack again. So Ken no Sen can be really dangerous if you roll well. So I'm going to be attacking on red, orange, blue.
And I need a green, yellow, yellow.
She defends on green, yellow, yellow. Now green, yellow, yellow are really good defense dice. So I may actually play yet another tactic here. So I think what I'm going to attempt to do is play Ace of Diamonds as well, which I have to do before making a roll, which I have just done. That gives me an extra orange, yellow onto the roll. You got any tactics?
Yes, I would like to add a blue dice to mine.
Bit more defense, nice, I like it. Let's try and do some chop chop. Oh, it's not great. It's not great from Musashi. So, switches. I've got a couple of options here. Now, since this attack already has 4 stars, and she's only rolled 3 shields, this attack is currently gonna do some damage. In terms of damage coming back to me, I've not got a lot to lose out on here by trading off the shield, but I think I'd rather have the extra attack. Okay, yeah, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use 4 stars to deal damage, and I'm gonna use shield, exclamation, exclamation to attack again.
Oh, okay, so you're going to use your shield and 2 exclamations so that you can effectively roll again without costing you any...
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I am going to take 2 damage here because you do have 2 stars and I'm not keeping any shields to defend.
Right, so I...
You'd absorb 3 of the 4 damage.
Uh-huh.
Dealing you 1.
But then I've also got double exclamation mark, which allows me to nullify 1 of your stars.
Yep, so that would take it to 0 damage.
So then I'd get 0 damage.
The end result of this is actually that I take 2 damage.
But wait.
There's more.
There's more. Because I have a tactic card that I would like to play.
Okay.
Of which the rule is I'm allowed to play it after the resolution of a defense roll from Prism.
Okay.
And that attack card is to inflict 2 damage to the attacker.
Oh no! Musashi got pumped!
I've just killed your man, and he can't do his additional attack on me.
Yeah, that means he loses his extra attack. Oh shit, that's so good!
Thank you. Thanks. I don't know why I'm thanking.
I didn't even know this card existed. This is one of the great things about being new to this game. So what happened here is basically I was going to make a second attack, but Jen's tactic card here actually finishes me off. And it's important that this is done after resolution because she has to see if I'm taking any damage before she knows whether or not it's worth doing this. And obviously I chose here to take 2 damage, when what I could have done is spent the shield to nullify a point and take 1 damage, and then I'd still be alive, but I wouldn't be attacking again. So because I chose to play more offensively, Jen's able to punish that. The end result of all of this is Prism took no damage. Musashi is off to the infirmary. Well done. Well done, yes. Very good. This is why she always wins. Can we activate our 4th characters, please? Wild Bill for me, obviously, and Major Luna for Jen. So we both saved our gunfighters till last, which is interesting. I'm initiative 6, you're initiative 5. I get to go first. And this time, things are a bit interesting. So I've got a range 6 on my shooting attack here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can actually shoot Prism from where I am. So yeah, Prism does get cover from the space that I'm in, but I am in range without moving, and Wild Bill does have... oh, no, he doesn't. Wild Bill doesn't have enough action points to attack twice normally, so I may as well move anyway. I think what we're going to do is just pull up to this cover here, and then we're going to attack Prism. Yeah, I think we're going for it. So Wild Bill attacks on red, orange, orange star. He's a very strong attacker. And then you are going to be defending on... It's Prism, not Luna. Prism defends on green, yellow, yellow.
Oh, green, yellow, yellow, yeah.
Okay, so let's roll. You got any?
Yeah, can I add an orange?
Yeah, you can add an orange.
Add an orange to mine.
Add that orange. Oh, and add a black because you're in cover.
Oh, go on then. I've got too many.
Well, my roll's terrible. So we lost a little bit of footage here, unfortunately. The camera was running pretty hot from being plugged in for so long, and I think it just got corrupted. All that happened was the first attack was a bit of a non-starter, nothing happened. Then I used a tactic on Wild Bill to attack again at no action point cost, and he killed Prism, sent her to the infirmary, and then as we're rejoining the game, I believe Major Luna is the last character to act for the first battle round. So yeah, Major Luna is up. She's a very offensive character. Bixie is not the best in defense, so there is a real chance here that you can stop me scoring. I would have really preferred this to be the other way around with Max still being there, but you displaced Max off of there. So
my range to attack is between 3 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm within range.
Yeah, Luna strips cover away from people she shoots at. Which can be really, really powerful. She also just does a lot of damage. She rolls red, orange, and gets a free star for her attack. So she's just strong.
So I think the first thing I'm going to do is play a tactic card because it says I can play it during one of my character's activations. Okay. Which is to remove all states from a single character within the hexagon.
Okay, so you're going to take the targeted state off of 8 ball.
I'm going to take that away. I'm just going to pop that over there in case we need.
That's probably going to be relevant next turn.
Yeah. which means that's now in my dead pile. Also means I've only got one tactic card left.
I've only got 2 left.
So I'm going to just pop that down there. So I'm going to attack, I think, is my best option.
Attack is the best defense. We are watching Cobra Kai again at the moment, so...
So I'm going to go for the called shot,
Okay.
which means I need a red, an orange, and
a star.
a star.
And I defend on blue-yellow, but before making a roll, I can also play dodge to add an extra blue, and then I can also play take aim to add an extra orange. So I've just used all of my tactics cards to try to survive this, because this roll, if it kills Bixie, she's only got 3 health, and blue-yellow is not an amazing defense roll. It's okay, but it's not amazing, so...
Okay. Shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go. Wait, move these out of the way. You've got that many dice to play with.
This is for the round. Oh, that's not a ton of shields. Okay, that's a crit, so that can't be shielded. But then I get to shield your free star. So I'm actually okay here. And you're going to be taking some damage back, because I got a lot of stars here. Oh, you've got no shields. Wait, yeah, because that's a critical attack. And I've got 3 stars of damage here.
So that means you've killed me.
I can place myself adjacent to a blocked or occupied space that is already adjacent to me. So what I can also do is switch so that I can move her here, because this is an occupied space that's already adjacent to her. Obviously, I could move. You could theoretically use this to go over things to get 2 squares of movement for free. But by putting it here, I also block Panda next turn from coming into the scoring zone. So it means that I'm still scoring. But also, we managed to kill Luna, which is huge. Absolutely huge. So Luna's going to go to the infirmary. Okay, that is all the actions for turn 1. So when we come back, we'll be on the end of turn sequence. We'll show you that. Okay, so end of round sequence. Everyone that's in the infirmary moves over to the bench, and they all get AP -2. So what we're doing is we're going to put one of these little AP -2 tokens onto the cards for the affected characters. And then obviously when we place the cards up here for you to see in the subsequent turns, if they have statuses on them, you will see the statuses on the card. So they'll be there for you. So AP -2 means less actions for characters that are currently carrying an injury. Can be pretty brutal. Now the other interesting thing about this is that you can deploy from any of your deployment zones when you redeploy. So when these characters come back onto the board next turn, gens will be able to come on from any of the red squares in 3, 4, or 5, and mine will be able to come on in any of the red squares of 2, 1, and 6, which means that we can tactically deploy in order to try to combat other things that are going on the board. It should be a really interesting turn 2. I'm not as behind as I expected to be. I did not expect to get 2 kills.
You're also out of tactic cards.
But I am out of tactic cards, although I'm going to draw 2 this turn. So that's the other thing that we need to quickly tally up is victory points. For this round, it's going to be 3-0 to me. So we get these little victory point tokens here. And I'm going to get 1, 2, 3. So yeah, wrapping up turn 1. I've got 1 in the scoring zone. Jen's got none, thanks to that very lucky last play. I score 3 victory points and I draw 2 tactics cards. Jen scores 1 for the end of the... Jen scores none for the turn, but draws 1 tactics card for the end of the turn. And then all of our characters that are on the bench can now return to play next turn with -2 action points. And we are ready to go into turn 2. So we're going to, off camera, decide our running orders again, and then we'll come back with the start of turn 2. Okay, so we're ready to start turn 2. Jen scored 0, I scored 3, which means she stays as the underdog. And we're going into the first reveal of turn 2. So who you got, babe? Maximus and 8-Ball. Interesting. I thought this might be the case. I thought we might both go for our big guys first. 8-Ball's kind of in danger there, so I can understand wanting to do something with him before he potentially gets in trouble. It's 4-4 and you're the underdog, so you choose first or second.
I'll go first.
Okay, then take it away.
I'm going to move and then attack.
Move and then attack. Okay.
So I'm going to move
up to 4 squares.
Up to 4. So
remember, if you move past me, you'll have to take a test to move past me.
Where's this sitting?
It should be there.
Okay. So I will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, that makes sense.
Means I don't have to pass anybody. I am then going to attack Bixie.
That's what I thought you might do.
So my attack costs 2, which is eat my, how are you saying it? Farjing?
Farjing, yeah.
Eat my Farjing.
Okay. Bixie defends on blue-yellow.
And I attack on orange-blue.
Orange-blue. Okay. Anything to add?
No.
Okay, let's go. I got 1 shield. You got 1 star. Yeah, we cancel each other.
So you cancel each other out, but I can, with my exclamation, displace my target.
Okay. So I can also place myself adjacent to a blocked or occupied space.
But can you if our shields and stars have
well, what do you have
out?
to spend? You'd have to spend
an exclamation.
An exclamation. So I'd have to take a damage if I do this.
Yeah.
Because I'd have to spend my shield. You're the underdog, so I have to spend mine first. But yeah, what I'm actually going to do... Yeah, because at the moment, if he displaces me, he can move me out of the scoring zone, which I don't want. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to move myself here with my abilities. This does mean I have to take a damage, because this is an occupied square, so I can move myself adjacent to it. It costs me my shield and my exclamation mark, so I am going to have to take a damage from this star. Which is not great, because she's only a health 3 character. But it does mean now, if you are displacing me, which there's no risk to you if you wish to do, but at least you can't move me out of the scoring zone.
I will do it anyway.
Okay, well, put me where you're putting me.
I'm going to put you just one to the side.
Right, so you've moved and you've attacked. Have you got any? You've not got any AP left for any more moves?
No.
Okay, so it's Maximus now. And Maximus has 5 AP, and he's probably going to do the same thing, to be honest. A move and then an attack. He's going to move 1, 2 to here, and then he's going to attack 8 Ball. And his plan, hopefully, is if he can get double exclamation mark on this roll, then he can actually displace 8 Ball out of the scoring zone, which would be great. Because obviously Bixie is fragile, and Jen's still got quite a few people to act with, so it's scary times. So I attack on red, blue, black.
And I defend with 2 blues. No?
No, blue-green.
Blue-green, sorry. Blue-green.
There we are, blue-green. Okay, so it's my red, blue, black versus your blue-green. Let's see what happens. Not great. Not great. Nothing happens is what happens.
But I can displace myself.
You can displace yourself
but
if you wish.
Won't achieve anything because the only place I can go is still next.
I mean, you can displace yourself to here. It could be good.
Maybe, yeah. We'll go for it. We'll shift him round.
Okay, so that's first activation. Let's go to second activation. Let's see who we've got. I've got Bixie.
I've got
Luna.
Major Luna. So I can go first, should I want to go first?
Yeah.
I want to go first.
Okay. So pick a deployment zone and bring her in any of these deployment zones.
Okay, so I'm going to bring her in here.
She has to be in.
She has to be in?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll move her back one. So I'm going to hopefully put some damage to Maximus.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2. How do you count it?
You've just got to do the most direct line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it's fine. So it's still within the 8. Rather than doing called shot, I can go for something that costs less, which means I could still afford to move as well, which is suppressive fire.
Oh yeah, this is the one that imposes the -2 movement state. So what are you going for? Are you going to try and reduce his movement, or are you going to try and attack him?
Well, the imposed state rolls into his next go, does it?
Yeah. This he'll still have this next turn. Yeah, he'll have -2 this turn, and then he'll have -1 next turn.
Yeah, and he can't move many as it is anyway.
Yeah, he's slow. Yeah.
Not that you'd want to move him anywhere. He's stuck in the middle.
So you're going for that.
But I think I'd rather take a.
So if the ability has an arrow like this, you have to roll for it. If it has double arrows like this, you don't have to roll for it. But you only defend against attacks. You don't roll defense against abilities. So I don't actually get to defend against this because it's not an attack.
Okay. And because I'm -2, I've only got 3, so my option was basically to either move and do nothing, or stand and shoot. So we'll go with some damage. Why not?
So you're doing suppressive fire or attack?
I'm gonna go suppressive fire. Why not?
So yellow, orange, and she's just looking for a star here. Okay, so you do get to switch it, but you didn't get a star. So the ability's not successful. I don't get the -2 move, but you do get to do me a point of damage. So that's okay. That's okay. Maximus can take damage. That's fine. We don't mind. The loss of movement would be worse for Maximus than the damage. It's Bixie's turn now. She has got a damage on her, so I do have to be a little bit careful with her. So I'll put her here.
So that costs you 1.
That only costs 1, yeah. Then she's still got 2 left, so she can Celestial Wind and try and get Big Boy down a bit. So we're going to use Celestial Wind, which is an attack. So you do get to defend, and it's on orange, blue, yellow.
And my defend is green, blue.
Okay. So you can get the critical shield. Okay, not great. Not great at all. Not great at all.
All shields from me, so I cancel you.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get any damage here. But what I can do, I've got a couple of other options here, a couple of different options here. I can either jump back over here, or more importantly, what I want to do is I can actually place myself adjacent to the target, so I can place her here because it was 8 ball she was targeting. And the reason I want to do that is because now line of sight to her is completely blocked. There's no way she can get shot up or otherwise harassed because this square coming in and this square coming in are both blocked now. That should be the best way I can keep her safe. Who's next? Musashi for me.
Prism.
Both 6s again. Okay, interesting. So we've been drawn for initiative every round, which is great for Jen because it means that Jen can choose every round. So Musashi is going to be coming on with -2 to his action points. So you can see I've got a little token on him just here.
Prism is the same. I'm going to go first.
All right.
And because I am -2, I can either move or attack, but my attack's got a very short range.
Yeah.
Which means my only choice really is to move and aim to get closer to the centre.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start in zone 3. I'm going to start here. And I can move 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Put myself kind of...
So Prism's got a very interesting ability. She actually debuffs herself. So at the end of her activation, she always gives herself the marked state, which is, you'd think it's super negative, but she's quite defensive anyway, so it's kind of okay. All it means is that she can't gain the benefits of cover and that she can be targeted without line of sight. So it's not too bad for her because she's got good defense. So you're just positioning her basically, just trying to block me coming in from the back there.
Yep.
Right, Musashi for me. So Musashi moves 5. He's a pretty good mover. But I've already got 2 in the scoring zone. I'm fairly sure I can at least score this turn. So my priority really is probably just to put Musashi in a good position for next turn. So I'm going to put him on here. And I'm going to go for a move of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I going to go here? No, I'm going to go here so that I've got cover to be on the safe side. And that puts me in a good position because next turn now I can move him into the zone to attack if needs be, or I've got a few options with him. But that move does cost 2 and he's at -2 AP, so that only leaves him 1 left. He's got nothing he can do that only costs 1 AP. So sadly, Musashi is done for the day. And we're moving to final activations, which is no surprise, Wild Bill for me and Parvati for Jen. Parvati didn't get to roll any dice, so she's actually not plus initiative now.
No.
I think this is the first time you've ever played with her where she's not been plus initiative by turn 2. So Parvati's still initiative 4 at the moment, and that's good news for me because that means that old Wild Bill is quicker. Now I'm already actually winning in the scoring here. So what I need to now think about is if there's a way that I could maybe make Jen's next turn harder. Because I'm already winning in the scoring and it's very unlikely that Parvati is going to be able to get either of these guys off of the centre zone. She's just not a very good character at doing that. So I need to be thinking if I can maybe hurt Prism or Luna, or even 8-Ball, but 8-Ball's maybe a bit of a lower priority. In other words, Jen's scoring characters, I need to think about setting them back. Prism realistically is probably the best one that I can actually hurt. So I think what we'll do is move 1, 2, 3 to here, and then we're going to shoot at Prism. So I get 2 orange, a red, and a star.
Now, because I'm in a marked state, that means I don't get...
You don't get your black cover die.
Cover die, okay. And I am defending.
You're defending, yeah, on green, yellow, yellow.
I think I'm going to have to try and do something.
You're adding a blue with dodge.
So I'm going to add a blue.
Makes sense to me.
Every little helps.
Okay, well, it's not a very good roll. I've got 2 stars, 2 shields.
I've got lots. So I can, for a start, I can nullify your star with 2 exclamation marks. I can impose a taunted state on the enemy within 1 to 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Yep, you can get me.
So I can impose that on you, and I can also give you 2 damage.
Well, I can stop the 2 damage, that's the good news. But I'm not getting any damage through myself, so that's going to end up all negative for me. That's pretty bad. So I'm going to pick up a taunted state here. No damage is going to be done. Okay, so with all of that done, it's going to be over to Parvati for the final turn of the round. Will she be able to clear either of these 2 models to bring the round to a draw? Or am I going to win 2-1 and snatch another 3 victory points? That's what we're playing for in this round.
So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And put myself there.
Okay, she's on the edge of the zone.
I'm then going to go in with an attack on Maximus.
Her attack is pretty good, but Maximus's defense is also very good. So, okay, so Maximus is defending on blue, green, and a free shield.
And I attack on
orange,
yellow.
Yeah. She's a pretty strong attacker. I am going to play a tactic here because she can't... It's very unlikely she kills Maximus here, but I also don't want Maximus to end up in too much trouble, and doing a bit of damage back wouldn't be bad. So I'm going to play a take aim to get an orange. There are shields on an orange die, so it does add to his defense, but there are also some stars. So let's roll. How's your roll looking?
Well, I've got lots of exclamation marks.
So she's getting a lot of plus initiative for next turn. This is what I was talking about with Parvati. She's got a switch that's 1 exclamation to add +2 initiative state, which means that next turn she's going to put +6 of initiative on this turn, which will tick over to +3 next turn, and she'll be on initiative 7 next turn. So she's going to be much faster next turn. And I'm guessing you'll do that.
Yes.
Because that is a thing that you like to do, isn't it?
And I've also got a shield which will cancel a star.
Yep. So I'm going to get 1 damage through to you, and I'm going to block your 3 damage. That's all fine. I'm not going to do any switches. I'm just going to let that happen. I'm just going to let 1 damage go on Parvati, and I'm going to block the 3 damage coming through to me. And that's going to take us to the end of round 2, babe. That's so I have 2 models in the scoring zone.
I've got 1.
You've got 1 in the scoring zone, which is going to mean, and again, another 3-0 round to me. We've also not killed anyone that's in the scoring zone yet.
Because you've got the big guys.
Yeah.
Big guys and lucky rolls.
Big guys and lucky rolls. So, we're going to come back in just a moment with the start of round 3, and we'll just decide our running order off camera, and then we'll bring you round 3. I could actually win here. I could, if I'm very lucky. So that was end of round 2, 6-0. I've drawn 2 objective cards. Jen's drawn 1, tactics cards. That's me thinking in Warhammer terms. I think we're ready to start round 3.
Yep.
So at the moment we are playing kind of match point. It's kind of match point, right? Like if
kind of match point.
Yeah, like if you lose, it's game over. If you draw, you can go draw, win, win to bring the overall game to a draw.
You're really enjoying the prospect of me losing.
Well, you have won every single game we've played, so I quite like the idea that I'm absolutely battering you this game. 6-0, shove it. So let's go round 3. When we come back, we'll have chosen running order and we'll be ready for round 3. Okay, let's go round 3. First reveal. Bixie. No! No, you're quicker than me again.
Prism.
You're always so fast.
So, I'm going to...
You're going to Ibiza.
I'm going to move... Wait, I've got a minus... Wait, yeah.
Yeah, she's minus 1 AP, so she's only got 4 AP, which means she can't move
Wait, no,
under
are these
attack.
gone now? The last round they were minus 1.
Oh, then yeah, they're gone.
So these now no longer exist. So I haven't got to worry about that. This has also been flipped, so I'm no longer...
Yep, that's also gone, but you'll get that back at the end of the round.
I also need to...
Flip all of those.
Flip these. No.
Jen just doing her admin that was supposed to be done off
Sorry.
camera. That's what, you know, we're only filming here, it's just whatever, isn't it?
Well, I'm probably going to lose, so, you know, I'm just making the most of it.
Yeah, bollocks to you, I'm going to make your video shit.
So I'm going to move and then attack.
That is a thing you can do.
So I'm going to...
I'm assuming you're moving into scoring
I'm going
zone.
to go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pop in there.
Right.
And then I'm going to try my damnedest to attack Maximus.
Okay, I defend on green, blue, shield. Right, so you attack on...
Orange, blue, yellow.
Orange, blue, yellow. We can do that. We have those.
I'm forgetting my colours.
Basic colours.
Oh, don't.
Are you ready?
No.
Oh, let me check my tic tacs first.
Are you going to play a tactic?
I'm pretty satisfied that I can defend this, so I'm not going to play anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Shield City, bitch.
Okay.
Look at all them shields.
So I can. Oh, that doesn't count. I've got an option to nullify a star, but you haven't got
I'm not looking
any.
for stars, so I don't care about that.
And I've got 3. You've got 4. I do diddly squat to you, and you do diddly squat to me.
But what I am going to do is I'm going to put the taunted state on her. So you're going to have to dig one. Oh, we forgot to do this. We've been remembering to do it every turn. We forgot to do it. So you're going to have to dig out one of the Maximus taunt tokens to place on her. The taunted state, for any of you that don't know, just means that she can now only attack Maximus for as long as she has the taunted state. Once that's gone, she can attack anyone she likes again. Yeah, I will taunt because I can afford to do that. I can drop a shield and an exclamation without losing any defense against these stars. And then yeah, I think I'm happy with that roll.
I can impose a taunted state as well.
On anyone as well, not just
on anyone.
Yeah, yeah. So what could be smart here is, Bixie's about to go. You could put a taunt on Bixie so that she can't attack 8-Ball.
But the fact that she's stuck between these guys, does that affect anything?
No, because she's got that ability, remember, where she can move to the other side of an occupied space.
No, as in from me to put a taunted state on her, they have to be within a 1 to 3 range. Now, does that range...
so the ability is red, not black, which means it doesn't require line of sight.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so if it was a black hex, it requires line of sight. If it's a red hex, it doesn't.
Okay. Well, you've put a taunt on me where I can only attack Maximus.
So you're going to put a taunt on Bixie so that she can only attack Prism?
Yes.
Okay. I will consider myself taunted. Where are the Prism taunts? Here they are. Okay, so that's Prism's activation done. For Bixie's activation, so she can place herself adjacent to a blocked or occupied space. Yeah, so we just looked taunt up, and taunt only affects abilities, not attacks. So I can't Celestial Wind anyone except for Prism, but I can Emperor's Light anyone else. And what I need to do here basically is I just need to make a die roll because I want to try and move Bixie. So I just need to make a die roll. So I'm going to attempt to Emperor's Light, which is on orange-yellow, and if I'm successful, I get to place the marked state on 8-Ball. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we are successful because we got a star. So you're going to want to put a marked state on 8-Ball. There's one of those just there, red side up. And then what I can also do is use my switch here, exchanging the shield and the exclamation mark, to place myself adjacent to a blocked or occupied space that is already adjacent to me. So this space is both occupied and adjacent to me, which means I can place myself on any square next to it. I'm going to place myself here. This does two things. It blocks Parvati from coming into the zone without, she'd have to move out and then in. So it wastes some of Parvati's movement. It also means that I can now, if I wish to, attack Prism. So I've got 2 left here on Bixie now, and she can do an attack. But before she does an attack, she's got a spicy little tactic, and it is very spicy. Are you ready for this?
Go for it.
I'm going to play Feng Shui, which lets me put a blocked space on the board within range 1 to 5.
What's that?
This is impassable.
Okay.
So this now means that Parvati completely cannot get into the zone unless she comes all the way round and through here now.
Okay.
So the only way Parvati can get into score is by coming all the way around and through here. However, unlike normal tactics, this is removed from the game. It doesn't go into your discard pile. It's actually removed from the game, which means that I can't use cards to recycle it. There are tactics normally that sometimes let you recycle, but this can never be recycled. Once it's used, it's gone.
I think I'm going to go with...
Oh, you're knowing it?
I'm going to go with a no, because I need every little bit counts, every little helps. And
if you're knowing it, then I will not get to place that.
So, as spicy as it was, I've stuck a little bit of sour cream on that.
Cooled it down a little.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to try Celestial Wind then. So, Celestial Wind is orange, blue, yellow versus Prism's defense of green, yellow, yellow.
Thank you.
You got any tactics to add to this?
Nah.
Okay, let's try and get Prism out. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, and your roll's really not great. Oh, no. 3 stars and you've got no shields. You're having some bad luck this game. I just want to say it. You're having some really bad luck this game.
Bad rolls.
Real bad luck. Pop yourself 3 damage on that young lady.
I have 3 here.
She's going to take 3 damage. I can also do a bit more switcheroo here if I want to. I could move myself again if I did so wish. And I think I'm gonna move myself to here because A, it cost me nothing to do so. I don't need the shields, so I can afford to spend shield exclamation to do it. But it also means if you want to come in here, that's kind of fine. because that means I've got options of who I attack you with. Whereas if you want to pick and choose, then I'm now making that virtually impossible for you. Mm-hmm. So it just makes it a little bit harder for you to pick and choose, which I think is worth it. Is that everything for this activation? I think that's everything. Okay, let's go to the second activation. Musashi for me.
8 ball.
8 ball for you. Okay, so Musashi's still not in tippity top condition. He's on 4 action points.
And I'm marked to only attack.
No, he's not taunted, he's marked. So he just doesn't get cover and you don't need line of sight to attack him.
Right, well, yeah, okay.
So, my plan for Musashi is just going to be to move him into the scoring zone. That's all he's going to do.
No attacking?
He's not got enough AP left. Okay. He's only on 4 AP this turn.
Okie dokie.
But I have now got 3 in the zone.
Mm-hmm. So...
what is Mr. Ball going to do?
Can I attack Musashi from where I am?
You can. You've got range, yeah. He gets to defend, though.
Okay. I'm going to... I don't need to move, which means I've got 5 to play with. Yep. So I'm going to attack Musashi.
Right.
Which I need an orange and a blue for. And you...
I defend on green-blue. And I'm going to add a dodge. So that I get another blue.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, let me just dry my hands. See if I can get a better roll out of it.
Alright. Shield.
No, still nothing.
Shield, star, exclamation.
So I can displace myself.
Alright.
Or I can displace you.
Now, I'm going to do a thing here that might make you decide you don't want to spend shields. I'm going to trade both of these shields for stars. Because you're not doing any damage. So I don't need these shields. I can just displace them for stars. I can just switch them for stars. So that is something to bear in mind. You might be fine with taking 1 damage and spending the shield. Or taking 2 damage and spending the shield. You've got 5 HP. And we're already on my second activation.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I think you should do it, and I'll just take the risk and take the damage and still displace you.
Okay, so where would you like to displace me to? Because something you need to bear in mind is that I've also got an ability that lets me displace myself. So as it stands at the minute...
Yeah, but only if you are inflict... Oh, if you're inflicting.
You're going to take damage here. You're going to take damage off this attack.
Right.
For every point of damage he does, he gets to displace himself 1 square. So, at the moment, he's going to be dealing 1 damage, because I've turned these into stars. Mm-hmm. So at the moment, I'm dealing 1 damage, but if you spend a shield, I'll be dealing 2 damage. So if you spend a shield to displace me, I don't
need to spend a shield to displace you.
Oh, it's an exclamation.
So I would move you once, and then in theory, you could just
move myself
again,
and move
it again.
Yeah.
Well, there's no point in me displacing you. I'll just take the 1 damage and let you stay where you are.
Because
you're not going to not
Sorry,
move
what
back.
I thought you might do is displace yourself. But yeah, I suppose it doesn't really make sense.
I'm not
going to
displace myself.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 damage.
Yeah, I've got 1 here.
And you are going to now let me. You are going to let me move. You're going to let me displace myself. So I'm going to displace into contact with you.
Okay. So that was 1 attack.
And he can do it again. This is one of the great things about 8 Ball. He's one of the few characters that has a decent attack that he can actually attack more than once with.
What I can do is I do have the ability to place, or depending on rolls, place a target in any free space adjacent to you.
You can put him here.
So if I can make a successful roll, I could move you, and I think I'm going to try that tactic.
Yep, you can do it. You didn't need to move, so you've got all of your AP.
So I will have an orange and a blue. Please.
Looking for a 1 star on orange blue.
I haven't had any stars for a while.
Yeah, you've had my dice. Oh, unlucky. You can displace yourself.
Yeah, but I can't go anywhere because all the spaces are filled.
Yeah, the only thing you'd be doing is moving yourself out of the scoring zone.
And I can't use it to displace a target because it wasn't during an attack.
Absolutely.
So that was fun.
Things didn't go your way that round.
Not.
No.
So yeah, that's
Okay,
out.
who's next activation then?
Let's have a look.
Maxi Mouse.
Pavati. Pavati has a higher, because of her activation points, is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
So I will go first.
She will, yes.
I'm going...
Let's put the active players in the middle of the board.
Let's do that. You can't really see my player.
She's just covered in tokens.
All the stuff.
It's kind of always the way with Parvati, isn't it? She's sort of always covered in tokens.
Piled of tokens. Okay, so I am going to attack. I'm going to go straight in with an attack, and I'm going to attack Bixie.
Oh, this could suck. Okay, let's bring Bixie onto the board. She's only got 2 health left.
And I'm hopefully going to try and get something good out of this round.
Okay, I defend on blue-yellow. Not the best defense dice.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh!
Wow.
You are having all the bad dice left all of a sudden.
I haven't even got an exclamation mark to bring my stake token up.
That's mad.
Okay.
That is mad.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to die soon. So I've got 5 to play with. There's no need for me to move because...
Well, before you do anything, I am going to play my switch on Bixie and put her into this square.
Okay.
So that might change what you want to do.
No, because all I'm going to do is attack her again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna waste another 2 points to attack her again. So you need your things back.
Well, let's go then.
Yes. Okay. All right.
That's
okay,
a much better roll.
That's not terrible.
Okay, what you got? What are you working with?
So
you've
I
got 3 stars, so you can kill me if I don't do anything about it.
And I can cancel your star.
Yeah.
I also get a shed load of... I might as well.
You're going to get a bunch of plus speed, yeah. I'm going to play Fortune Favours the Badass. And that's going to let me re-roll this. And I'm basically just looking for a shield here. There's 3 faces with a shield on? 2 faces with a shield on. So it's only a 2 in 6. Come on, give me a shield, because this is what keeps her alive, which means that I win instead of drawing. I did not get a shield. She's going to the infirmary. She died.
And I get an extra 6 stay tokens.
Well, you get 3 plus 2s.
I get 3 plus 2s, which is 6 plus the 3 I've already got.
Well, these would go because they're blue at the moment.
Okay, flip them
so
all
just
over
flip if we just flip these back to red,
then she's not going to. Well, yeah. So basically, I've spent 4 points attacking twice, and I'm going to use my 1 final point
to medkit.
Yeah.
So it's just an orange die, and if you get a star, you can heal a point of damage off of anyone between 0 and 5 squares.
So that includes myself.
Yeah. That's not a star.
That's not a star.
Unfortunate. But you did do the important thing. You brought this round to a draw, which keeps you in the game.
Hang on, we've still got one left.
Yeah, we've still got one left as well. You've still got Major Luna to activate.
Okay, so shall we...
I haven't done Max yet. Okay, so final activation of the round. Are you ready?
I thought you haven't played yours yet.
Oh yeah, I'm the Maximus. So, Maximus.
I mean, by all means. No. Damn it.
I'm not skipping it. I'm not going to be... You were merciless to me when we played previously. You were quite happy to batter me. So I'm playing to win, babe. I'm playing to win.
Okay.
Alright, what's Maxie going to do? What's the plan for Mr. Max? I think, realistically, out of the 2 targets available to me, Prism is more likely to die because she's only got 1 health left. Max isn't great at fighting. He attacks on red, blue, black. It's not amazing, but his attack also lets him displace the target. So even if he fails in the attack, he might be able to push her out of the scoring zone, which would still change this to a win to me. And because she's already been, she won't be able to move back in. So it's a way that I can turn a draw into a win, and it would win me the game. So it's definitely the play I've got to make. So I'm sure Jen's going to throw everything she's got at this, but I'm going to try Yotam's Shield versus Prism, and that is red, blue, black. You can't get any stars off of this, so it's not actually a very good die, but you can get a crit off of this. So I'm on red, blue, black for my attack. Prism, if we just pop Prism on the board a second. Her defense is... oh, green, yellow, yellow. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see what the dice do. Well, I've got a crit, which you can't... so you can't nullify a crit with a shield. That's what it does. So I've definitely done 1 damage. That's what happens.
A double exclamation.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter anymore. No, does it?
I don't know, does it?
A double exclamation for me nullifies one of your...
You can't nullify a crit.
No, but I can nullify that one.
Yeah, but that won't save her, because she's only got 4.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, hang on. You might be able to nullify a crit. Let's pause and check. So yeah, we just consulted the rules briefly, and the only way to nullify a critical success is with a critical block. So that's this die here. If she'd have got this, my attack wouldn't be doing any damage, but my attack is going to do damage, and that's pretty likely to win me the game.
Wah, wah, wah.
So she's going to go to the infirmary. Now let's just have a quick check here, just to see if there is anything you can do. Yeah, no, I guess if you get 1 more kill, you've still got Parvati and Major Luna. If you can get 1 kill, has she finished her activation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if Major Luna can score a kill on her own, you don't lose. And it can be either of these two. Yeah, I mean, you can score these straight away anyway. Just for killing someone in the zone, you get one.
I'm sure I would have probably... I can't remember who I got my other kill for and where they were at the time.
So... so you can play this out to see if you draw this round. But if you draw this round, I do still win. But you can... if you want to play out the rest of this round just to see what Luna can do.
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with activation number 4 then. This is going to be Major Luna versus Wild Bill. Alright, you're in pretty good shape. I am faster, just. Wild Bill is quicker. So, I mean, I guess the smartest thing to do here is just to try and shoot Major Luna.
Can you do that from there?
1, 2, 3, 4. So I come to here, and I'm well in range. In fact, I can even come to here and still be in range.
You're not completely blocked.
Yeah. No, because there's only half of it in the way.
Right.
So I'm going to move to here, and then we're going to do... so if I can kill her before she can activate, then it's like completely locked up, right? Like there's absolutely no way the result of this game is changing.
No.
Because like her best opportunity here is to kill Maximus anyway, and he's on like 6 health, which she can do. She can do 6 damage, but it's got to be like a perfect roll from her and a terrible roll from me for that to happen. So, okay, let's see what we can do. So you defend on green, blue. You have got a good defense. I attack on red, orange, orange, star.
But I don't get any black. Like I don't get any black dice because I'm not adjacent to a...
Correct, and I do. So...
oh, great, yeah.
I can't get the benefits of cover when you attack me.
Whatever.
That's a lot of stars, Bean. Oh, that's a lot of stars.
Wow.
Jenny, I have some stars.
Oh.
Oh, okay, that kills a whole die. So, boop, straight away.
Yeah.
2 shields kills
that.
2 stars. So you take 1. So despite that very impressive roll, you're still in. You're still going to get to attack.
Was that your round done?
Yes.
Okay, pray for me, people. Okay.
I'm assuming Maximus is going to be getting attacked this round. So I'm going to put his card here.
Can I... well, question.
Okay.
Can I hit Musashi from here?
No, you can't see him.
I mean, I can, but...
Okay. If he was targeted, you'd be able to.
No, that's fine. So, I don't really have much choice than how many can I move? I can only move 4.
Yeah.
So.
But you have got an 8 square range, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can actually stay still. You can't called shot twice, but you can called shot and suppressive fire. You do have enough to do that, which you can then turn into extra damage. So it is possible that you can kill Max. It's just really unlikely.
Yeah, I think it's my only option. I'm not going to bother going for.
But I don't get to
Wild
defend
Bill.
against this because it's an ability. So it is one of the few ways that you can do max damage for free.
Well, let's go for a called shot.
I'd probably do this first.
Oh, you want to go suppressive fire first?
It probably makes sense because then it tells you how realistic it is for this to succeed.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got for this I need an orange and a yellow.
Uh-huh.
I need so a star is successful.
Uh-huh.
And if it's successful, it imposes a -2 state on you.
On movement, yeah.
Which means, well, you're not going to move anyway, so it doesn't
But
matter.
you've got a switch on it that lets you swap a shield and an exclamation into a point of damage.
Okay.
Well, you've got a shield and an exclamation, and you were successful. So the -2 move doesn't matter, because it's just never going to come into play. We know the game is likely to end now.
Mm-hmm. But you still get that.
Yeah.
I'm going until the death.
And that means that you've got 5 to damage me now with the attack. You've got to do 5 with the attack.
Okay.
So now it's time for the attack, which is on red, orange, and a free star. She's pretty good at the shooty shoot.
Okay. Let me see what the possibility is. So I could get 2. So that...
5 if I get no shields.
That is what I want, and what
Yeah.
I need you to do is to get nothing.
Yeah, which is pretty tough when his defense includes an automatic shield.
Yeah, damn it!
he's good at defending, that's his thing.
Poke him in the eye.
Look at the size of that shield, like...
Look, he's got all that armour, but I could just...
You could, because he doesn't wear a helmet.
No, he doesn't.
Wear your helmets, friends.
Right. Come on then.
Final roll of the game.
This is like kamikaze, just...
Well, I mean, my defense roll was shit, but so was your attack. So yeah, I end up on shield, exclamation.
And I just... Nothing happened. I've just gone to sleep.
I mean, that would be 2 damage against most targets. It's just max...
You get 1 damage, which
really
does
good.
diddly squat.
Well, it's not even 1 damage. I've got 2 shields.
Where?
Shield.
Balls.
So, we go to end the scoring for that round, and it's 2-1 for me, which means that with the point I got for killing Prism as well, that takes the final score of this, our first ever battle report, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. 10-1 to the green team. Smooching, we're supposed to be doing the post-match interview.
You said that was what you do after every match.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's good sportsmanship, yeah. So, yeah, we finished a game of Aristeia. Obviously, I'm feeling kind of smug because you always win. And not only did you not win, but I actually won decisively. Which I kind of like... I'm one of those people, whenever I play a game, I don't know if you're like this, I bet you're not like this because you're really competitive. Whenever I play a game, if I win really handily, even if my opponent's not mad about it at all, I always feel kind of bad about it.
Wow. No, you shouldn't feel bad. I mean, you're allowed to win at least once.
I was raised Catholic. I'm very familiar with being guilty. So maybe that's what that is.
I would just like to put it out there that I let you win. And I chose my time to let you win when you decided you wanted to film it for content. What I didn't want to do is be like, oh look, here's someone who doesn't really play a lot of tabletop, board games, miniature, whatever related. And then, I just come and wipe the floor with you.
So she did, right, it might sound to you, the casual viewer, that this is all just for your entertainment. She actually said to me out in the hallway, I'm not even joking, deadpan as you like, well, I couldn't let you lose on your own video, could I?
No, couldn't let you lose on your own show, your own your own content, your own page, could I?
So folks, that is Aristeia, a game that we've absolutely fallen in love with. We are slowly working through getting the miniatures painted. We've commissioned the lovely Blood Medusa to do a metal Parvati for us. That's being worked on as we speak. I've finished Wild Bill and I'm currently working on 8 Ball. And I think, Jen, are you maybe going to pick up 1 or 2 of them, maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully future battle reports, if we do them, if you want us to do them, then they will include more painted miniatures. We've got 3D terrain that we're working on. I actually 3D sculpted terrain for the board, so the blocked spaces can have an actual 3D representation on them. So our games will get looking better if you want more of it. If you like the style of battle report, if it was, you know, casual and laid back enough for you and you're into it, let us know in the comments. Talk to us about it. We're very keen for feedback on this one. It's also our first time, obviously, doing something together on YouTube. So I think you kind of want to know what people think, right? Like,
yeah.
As long as it's nice.
Yeah, as long as it's nice.
Be nice. Be nice in the comments. We are
it
both.
Costs nothing to be kind.
Yeah. We are both green as grass at this game. So, you know, please do point out our mistakes to us, but at the same time, don't point them out to us as if we're idiots. Just be nice about it. And yeah, please give the video a like, sub to the channel, check out the links in the description for lots of other ways to.
What is it? Like, subscribe, notification. I can't
Notification?
make notification.
No, it's a bell, isn't it? How do you do a bell? There's a bell. Ding.
Ding.
Thanks, folks. We'll see you in the next one.